burn and brew with Coven true, and glory shall be thine.
Hey friends, it's Jasmine, and I hope that you all are doing well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am a witch, and I talk about it here on the internet. So if you're into things like that, maybe check out some other videos on my channel, hang out with me, let's vibe. If you are a returning subscriber, it's really good to see you back. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. Okay, so in today's video, I have some books that I want to share with you with a little bit of a disclaimer. Number one, yes, I'm doing another book haul. One of the things that I really enjoy doing here on my channel is reviewing books, tarot decks, oracle decks, the whole nine. I have a playlist that over the years, I have kind of taken all of my reviews and put them in one spot. So if you're interested in watching some of my other reviews, you can check out that playlist. I think it's just called Reviews or something like that. I will try to remember to link it down below in the description. And also all of my other links will be down below in the description. So if you want to contact me, reach out to me, the best way to do so is through my Instagram. The link is also down below. So I will say this. Some of these books I did purchase myself, and some of these books were actually sent to me very kindly by Llewellyn. That being said, I do have a TBR pile that is growing by the day, as I think any witch worth their salt should or would. So let's just get into this. First book that I'm going to show you, this is one that I did purchase myself, and it is by none other than Morgan Daimler, which I really hope I'm saying your last name correctly. This book is Celtic Fairies in North America. Now, this is the first book by Morgan that I have actually read. I follow Morgan on social media, and I really enjoy their kind of like pagan hot takes. I just really appreciate them like as a creator. I've also discovered their YouTube channel, and I've been binge watching their YouTube channel and some of the interviews that they've done with like the Irish Pagan School and other content creators here on YouTube. Fabulous, amazing, very educated, lovely. Now, this is also my first Pagan Portals book, but from what I understand, Pagan Portals specifically are kind of a collection of like short, couple 100-page, if that, sort of quick, nitty-gritty guides to whatever the topic is. And Morgan is very much what I would consider to be sort of an expert, if that's a thing, in all things fairy. So if you are interested in fairy folklore, the fair folk, mythology relating to the fair folk, pop culture. I know that they also have a blog post as well. I'm going to try to get their links and just put them down below if you want to check them out. But yeah, this is the first book that I have actually read by them, but I've been following them on social media for a little while, and I really enjoy their posts, and they always come off very well spoken. And yeah, I myself am very interested in all things fairy, and I myself have also had some conversations with some friends talking about the fairies in North America and how we feel about that. Because the Appalachian mountain range, if you don't know, one is like older than bones. Two is like geologically related, from what I understand, to mountain ranges across the pond. And we have a lot of very interesting folklore that, to me, looks and reads very fairy-esque like. And so this book was kind of, the reason I got it, it was kind of inspired by conversations that I was having with friends recently about nature spirits, the fair folk, and for myself, as an American traditional folkloric witch, connecting with the land that I live on is a huge part of my personal practice. Getting to understand this land better, the lore better, and yeah, so that's kind of what inspired this. As far as affordability goes, I want to say I paid maybe like $9.99 for this. Okay, this says $12.95, but I feel like that's super affordable personally. I did purchase this book through Amazon as well. So yeah, this is Celtic Fairies in North America by Morgan Daimler. And let me read you a little bit of what the back of the book says. This book looks at the question of whether Celtic cultural fairies can be found in North America by exploring folklore across the last 400 years through today. Stories of belief and personal encounters from Canada, the US, and Mexico show the flexibility of fairy belief and the way that these beings and ideas adapt to new places and times as they are carried along with the people who believe in them. Perfect for anyone who have ever wondered if Celtic fairies can be found outside of Europe, what those appearances may be like, and what people have believed and do believe about fairies in diasporic communities. Fairy beliefs survived thousands of years of attempted suppression by religious groups. Celtic fairies in North America shows that they have survived and adapted immigration, influences of popular culture. Morgan Daimler, a blogger, witch, poet, teacher of esoteric subjects, priestess of the, I'm probably going to really mispronounce this, Morgan, I apologize, Daonmethi. Morgan Daimler is the author of more than 24 books, including Fairies, Fairy Witchcraft, and a new dictionary of fairies. I have already read this. I devoured this probably within 2 days. I think I read this within a weekend. Absolutely delightful. I will probably have to do my own actual review on this, but I just wanted to include this in the book haul because this is one of the books that I did get recently. 10s across the board, go check it out. Okay, this next book is also one that I purchased myself. I got this on Amazon. How much was it? Is there a price on here? I think I paid maybe around $18-ish for this. So I would also say that that's fairly accessible. The book is called Song of the Dark Man, Father of Witches and Lord of the Crossroads, okay, by Darug Mason. And there's a foreword by Peter Mark Adams, author of The Game of Saturn. This book has been one that has been kind of recommended to me throughout algorithms for a while, and I've kind of had my eye on it. If you've been following my channel or if you know anything about me personally, you know that the archetype of the adversary, the devil, the folkloric devil, the witch's devil, Lucifer, Satan, has absolutely been a fascination of mine and really a focus in my craft. I have some videos about that here on the channel as well. I know that I've gotten some comments recently about what books would you recommend for someone who is looking to explore their relationship with the devil or just learn about the devil more. I do have some book reviews on those topics in that playlist that I talked about earlier. So just look around on my channel and you can probably find some of my commentary about my relationship with the devil and books that I would recommend. But this has been in my algorithm repeatedly, and I've had my eye on it, and I finally am just now getting a chance to actually get my hands on this. I have not started this book at all yet, so I can't really speak a lot to what I think about it. I will tell you that the cover off the gate was giving me the red, white, and black, very American traditional folkloric witchcraft vibes. And also this imagery here very much reminds me of actually the Dark Mother through the face of Collio, being a name of the Black goddess who we work with within our tradition. Even though it's the Dark Man, that's just kind of the vibe that it was giving me. Also peeped the horned moon. Hello. So I'm excited to get into this. Let me tell you about what the back of the book says. From the 14 phantoms that terrorized Victorian England to the haunted crossroads of the Irish hinterlands, the devil, also known as the Dark Man, has found countless novel ways to influence culture and bring us face to face with our fears. Tracing this enigmatic entity through the centuries via mythology, folklore, occult writings, and modern accounts, Mason shows how the Dark Man is more than just a myth. He is a real presence in our world. Drawing on Irish manuscripts dating back to the 12th century, testimonies from the 17th century Scottish witches, his own experiences and interviews with contemporary witches and mystics, Mason builds the case for the pattern of the Dark Man phenomenon. showing what his presence can mean, what it's like for those who experience him, and how his appearance serves as a calling to the path of witchcraft. In doing so, Mason challenges conventional understandings of the dark man as an evil presence, emphasizing his role in questioning authority, liberating individuals from the confines of strict social convention. He shows how the dark man presence serves as a potent illustrator of the battles between light and dark. So that is this. If you are interested in hearing my thoughts about this book, comment down below, let me know. This is in my TBR pile. I'm not exactly sure when I will get to it, but I'm sure those of you who also are a lover of arcane books and texts will understand sort of the joy that comes with finally getting your hands on a book that you've been eyeballing. So yes, this is in my TBR pile. Let me know if you want to hear my thoughts about it. Okay, so these next two books were sent to me by Llewellyn, which I just want to give a big shout out to Llewellyn. Thank you so much for sending me these books again. I really appreciate it, and I'm honored to be able to just talk about stuff anyway. Like, you know, I never shut up, and I love witchy books, and so being able to get books sent to me to talk about, even better. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So the first one that I'm gonna talk about, this is by Devin Hunter. Shout out to Devin. I believe this came, oh, hold on. I got this lovely handwritten card. Marcus, thank you so much. That was very sweet. I also really appreciate, I got one of these in the last Llewellyn package I got, but I got one in this one too. I really appreciate that I get this kind of like promotional I don't know, flyer, whatever. This is nice. This is a nice touch. Oh, look at Devin. Also, don't mind my nails. I recently touched up my roots. I'm covered in hair dye. We're not gonna talk about it, okay? Shout out to Devin. I wanna say that this book came out relatively recently. This is the Bad Vibes Field Guide, a definitive handbook for psychics and the afflicted. And there's a foreword by M. Ballinger. Love that, okay? Let me read you a little bit about what the back of the book says. Cleanse and protect yourself from all bad vibes. Devin Hunter provides the support you need to face any energetic problem, regardless of size or origin. He covers a wide range of topics and provides quick step-by-step procedures that work for anyone, whether you're a beginner or an experienced psychic. This comprehensive book covers everything from dealing with unwanted ghosts to turning spiteful energy into soul nutrition. Each topic builds upon the preceding one, growing with you as you gain experience. Devin shares personal stories and secrets from more than 20 years as a professional medium and teacher. He also offers tools and advice for expanding your abilities as a psychic or empath. Devin makes it easy to rid your life of bad vibes and protect yourself from future problems. Devin Hunter is the best-selling author of The Witch's Book of Power, The Witch's Book of Spirits, The Witch's Book of Mysteries, the critically acclaimed Modern Witch, and Crystal Magic for the Modern Witch. Okay, so of course, as I'm recording, because I use my iPhone, because I'm that girl, I get a phone call. So I don't exactly remember where I left off, but got this book sent to me by Llewellyn, Bad Vibes Field Guide. Have not read it yet, can absolutely do a book review. This is in my TBR pile, so stay tuned for that. First impressions with this, I would say that it very much looks like a book that is going to be catered to protections psychically. Maybe also, let me fix this camera a little bit, y'all. Maybe also kind of like warding your personal space, yourself, your car. I've not really looked at this much at all, but it looks like a book off the gate that's going to be centered around psychic protection. Maybe some return to sender is what like the vibe that I'm getting from this. Also love Ballinger, so that's awesome. Okay, and the last book that I have here, also sent by Llewellyn, this is A Witch's Ally by Dottie Graham McKay, building a magical relationship with animal familiars and companions. I think that this looks really good as well. I mean, so much from Llewellyn is just chef's kiss, but this one really drew my attention too. So let me read you a little bit about the back of the book. From the earliest grimoires, animal familiars and companions have been a vital part of witchcraft. This book covers all aspects of working magic with animal allies and how to create profound relationships with your own pets. In addition to folklore and history, Dottie Graham McKay shares dozens of charms, recipes, rituals, and more, featuring deep insight on how witches relate to their familiars and companions. This book helps you work with animal energy and see the world from their unique point of view. Explore supernatural entities, long ago symbolism, partner with animals in body and spirit, enjoy stories from Dottie about her relationship with animal allies, from making pumpkin oat dog biscuits to shape-shifting via dance. This book will enrich your experience with the animals in your life. How adorable does that sound? Like, yes, I have never read any sort of craft book about incorporating my pets into my practice. In various ways, I feel like I have, in the sense that like both of my dogs have little charms on their necklaces collars for protection. But that's it, really. I've used like dog hair, cat whiskers, cat claws, snake skin. Like I've used parts in my practice, but I'm really interested to read this, one, for like the witch's familiar aspect to this, but two, also for like incorporating my pets. Yes, please. That sounds awesome. So that's this book. Again, have not read this, but I will let you guys know what I think. This book retails for like $18.99. I feel like that's a pretty good price for a book this size. Currently, I am editing this video. I recorded this earlier, but I did get this book in the mail from Red Wheel Weiser, which is another fabulous publisher. This is Tarot and Other Words by Cassandra Snow, an essential anthology by leading queer tarot writers. Let me read you about the back of the book. This must-have anthology presents a collection of alternative approaches to reading the tarot for those looking to gain new and deeper insight, especially for marginalized folk who don't see themselves reflected in traditional presentations of the tarot. Cassandra Snow's groundbreaking book, Queering the Tarot, helped change the shape of tarot discourse for scores of new readers to reclaim this ancient practice in their own way. Tarot, in Other Words, opens the doors for these brilliant tarotists, offering unique insights, concepts for tarot readers of all levels. The anthology presented in two parts. One, finding ourselves in the tarot, and two, finding the tarot in ourselves. Comprises 10 essays that shine a light on the tarot from multiple queer perspectives, understanding queerness and why it matters in tarot. This can teach all of us so much about not just gender and sexuality, but also how and why we should liberate ourselves in the first place. These essays on queerness show us that who we are is right, beautiful, and sacred. Tarot, in Other Words, is a necessary and overdue addition to the tarot canon that allows a number of queer voices to come together to share their tarot views and help fledgling and intermediate tarot readers discover their own voice in the process. I just wanted to add that in this haul because I did just get it today. That is going to be it for this video. I hope that you have enjoyed this book haul. Let me know what you think of these books. If you've read any of them, I would love to know what you think of them. So comment down below. If you have any book like recommendations that you would like me to check out, you can also comment those down below. If you are an author yourself and you would like me to review your book, reach out to me. You can contact me via Instagram. We can talk about it. I hope that you all have an amazing rest of your day. And until next time, friends, blessed be, and I will see you in hell. Bye.
Down, down, down the road, down the witch's road. Down, down, down the road, down the witch's road. Down, down, down the road, down the witch's road. Circle sewn with fate, unlock thy hidden